What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going into pistol squats. So the first thing we're going to do here is a mobility routine before we start actually doing pistol squats and pistol squat progression. The first series is a minute of deep squatting, or being in a deep squat for a minute. Now, if you can't get into a deep squat position, you might not have the ankle mobility needed to do an actual full ass to grass, full range of motion pistol squat. However, that's okay. I mean, there's progressions that you'll see later in the video that you can do without that, but it's going to be important to get this before you can actually get that A to G ass to grass pistol squat. So starting off, just kind of feeling out this deep squat, and if you can't get in the deep squat, feel free to put some books, or if you have a slant board or some weights, you can put those on your heels, and that'll allow you to get into a little bit of a deeper position. And then now we're going straight into a right leg lizard lunge. So as you can see, I'm stepping forward, keeping that knee close to my elbow, and here I'm going to show you a variation. You can drop your knee. If this is a little too hard, you can drop your knee and you can focus more on the stretch, push on your knee to open up your hips. But if you want a little bit more work here, you can stay on the balls of your feet and rock back and forth. And I'm just trying to move that knee in front of the toes and move it around and just kind of feeling out this stretch here. So you could stay in this position, but I'm really trying to pull forward. Here, we're trying to get that knee in front of the toe and really get the blood in there, get it feeling active and loosened up. And that's going to be really important for the pistol squat, because when we're doing that pistol squat, our knee is going to come in front of our toes. And now we're just doing the same thing on the other side. So you can see here we're going for a minute each way, and doing the same thing here, but I'll let this play through and then I'll pop back in on the next stretch. This next movement is another deep squat variation. We're going to be doing deep squat knee touches. So you set up in your deep squat, rotate on the ball of your foot, and you're going to turn your body and touch your knee to the ground. So we're doing 5 of these on both sides. Really try and rotate on the ball of the foot. Don't try to drag it. Really make sure you're getting that rotation in. And this is, again, another stretch where our knees, or another movement where our knees are going to be in front of our toes. We're getting those knees warm, getting the blood in there, getting them used to that feeling of being in front of our toes. This last set of stretches is going to be a side lunge with the knee over the toes. So here I'm in a side lunge. I mean, really, I'm kind of in a warrior 2 position, if you're familiar with yoga. And I'm trying to move my knee in front of those toes. I'm just kind of pressing into it, coming back, pressing into it, coming back, and just trying to get my knees and my body, just used to that feeling. So I kind of just go back and forth. You can do a few of these. They're actually it's pretty hard to hold that position. Earlier today, I was actually doing yoga and I held Warrior 2 for quite a long time, so I was a little fatigued. But yeah, I mean, this is a great stretch, great feeling. Really just try to drive forward and get that knee over the toes. Make sure that you're not pushing to any severe discomfort, but it's going to feel a little weird if you haven't done it before. So slowly ease into it, but give it a try and just kind of, almost like a Warrior 2 if you're familiar with yoga poses. And now we'll go on to actual pistol squats. So I'm just showing some possible variations. I've got the bench here, I've got a dumbbell, I've got some platform things, and this is the easiest variation. You can do this in the gym with plates, like actual weight plates. You can do it with books, or if you have these at home, these are just like those Amazon rubber mats. But basically, super simple. We're barely moving here. This is for absolute beginners. You stand on the platform, and we're just working on that hip hinge and touching the ground and coming back up, doing 3 on both sides. So from here you can see I'm hinging my hips back, touch the ground, come back up, hinging the hips back, touch the ground, come back up, hinging the hips back, touch the ground, come back up. And with all these, we're just focusing on the right technique, which is that, again, hip hinge, keeping your chest over your knee or kind of around your knee. And here, make sure you have a stable bench, but this is just another variation. If you don't have plates or you don't have a gym membership, you can find something to stand on that is stable. And as you become more comfortable and as you become stronger, we can do a greater depth of this pistol squat. And really the basis of this video, aside from the technique, is that we just slowly can work the progression of the pistol squat. And here's just another way to do that. I'm on the seated part of the bench, and I'm just touching those platforms. And you can use a dumbbell, you can use books, you can use a stack of shoes. Whatever it is, really just give yourself that guiding point to touch and then come back up. And then you go, oh, that's pretty comfortable. Let me take something away, and then you go a little deeper and a little deeper until you just get your pistol squat. So here I'm just showing that I can do it with a dumbbell, setting up the dumbbell. And yeah, one of the things too, make sure if you're on a bench or an elevated surface, sometimes it's a little far out. Make sure it's a natural motion. If it's like a smaller object like a dumbbell, that you're coming up, touching the thing, and you're not bringing your foot out far to the right or the left, that it's just kind of directly under you. So yeah, really just slowly work the progression of this. And here, I'm just showing I'm taking away some of those mats. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name of that. And starting to do actual deeper pistol squats. And once you become with a certain depth, take away more. And here I'm just doing them straight to the ground from the seat, touching and coming back up. So the technique stays the same. We're just progressing, getting deeper and deeper until we get to a full pistol squat. And here's just a final pistol squat. So I'm doing it on the seat, all the way down, find your balance, come back up. And at the bottom, as you get deeper, you'll see that it's really a big core exercise. So get deep, tighten your core, drive up. Keep up with the slow progressions, and eventually you'll get to that full pistol squat.
Okay, so we learned how to do pistol squats, but why should we pistol squat? One, they look cool, but other than that, they improve coordination and balance. Since we're doing this on one leg, it's going to require a lot more muscle connectivity. You're not stable, obviously, when you're on one leg, so it's going to require a greater level of balance and coordination. That can be done anywhere. These are pretty difficult, but you can do them in your house, in your small apartment, in your park. They can be done wherever. And they are also great for promoting flexibility and mobility. Requires a lot of ankle mobility to get into those positions like it does a deep squat. So yeah, let me know what you think about pistol squats, how you incorporate them into your exercise regimen, and hope you liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe, share. you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.